Hey, what's up, fam? And welcome back again to Recap Kickback. It's me, your host, Chappell, and I'm back again to talk to you about more movies and TV and black entertainment and all that stuff in between. And this time we have a Recap Kickback favorite. We are bringing back our coverage of Beauty and Black. And with me, who shaking her head, it's Mari. Mari, we're back at it again.
We're back at it. Let's be for real. Let's be so for real.
Keep it
right. We only watch this to talk to each other about it. Like, let's keep it a stat. We are not. Are you entertained for real? Because
Matt Scott,
I am here. Yes, Matt Scott here.
And are you entertained?
Oh, I'm entertained every time, every moment, every episode. But of course, the highlight is talking about it because you watch it and you take it in, and if you're like me, you watch it more than once, and then you don't lose it. You don't like go off laughing, crying about it, and then you get here and you start laughing, crying, and so that's the highlight for me. I'm ready for it. I've been hydrated, ready to cry today.
Yeah, if you are here for the first time and you don't know what we're talking about, we are talking about Tyler Perry's Beauty and Black on Netflix. This is season 2, part 1 of season 2, but we're only going to be talking about the premiere. So in the past, Tyler Perry has released his Netflix soap opera, I'll call it, where, exploring the Bellary family, their really rich black family, whatever. Season 1 dropped. We were astonished at what we actually watched. We had a lot of questions, so we had to talk it out here. Then they brought back season 1 for a part 2, and now we're talking about the premiere of season 2, part 1. And so if you can follow all of that and you haven't seen the previous episodes, go in, check the show notes. We put all the show notes in there for you to go see. Click a link. We might need to start a Beauty and Black playlist that once we get to season 3, I don't know. But make sure you subscribe to the podcast as well so that you don't miss any of our coverage prior to or since Beauty and Black Part 1. But now that we are back to talk about this, I was very surprised at how quickly we got this. Yeah. And then I remembered who we were talking about.
But wait, okay. Mari messaged me and was like, oh, Beauty and Black, it's back. And I'm like, what? Wait, what? We were just here in March. Like, what are we doing?
When I tell you, Tyler Perry put out season 1, part 1, season 1, part 2, and a season 2, part 1 in less than a year.
Yeah.
And you can tell. That's all I'm gonna say about that. Like, what are we doing here? Like, it's kind of frustrating because I admire like getting stuff out there. Like, I wish Game of Thrones had this kind of like fire in there.
I get that. I get that. I don't admire that. I'm like, I admire the quality, but I feel like we're laughing at the situation rather than with it. So I'm all for it. Like, give us, honestly, I would love if he'd release the rest of season 2 like before October. Like, that would be amazing. I'm ready for it.
Honestly? That would be crazy because that's in a week. Mari, you make a good point. Netflix is good to drag out a show. A lot of these series drag out shows on different networks as well. You might not ever even get the finale of a show like a Euphoria or something like that, where the people get so big and you gotta wait until they got time on their schedule to talk about it. The Stranger Kids things are kids. Yeah, the Stranger Things kids are older than me now, and they still ain't dropped their final season. Yeah, they grown as hell, and so
it's been 10 years.
That's crazy. And so I got my little Tyler Perry cape on. It's tiny. It's not a big cape. I'm gonna take it right off after this. But I think that, like, I do appreciate not having to wait 18 years for the story of Beauty and Black to continue. Whatever Tyler Perry has on Netflix, I hope that it is sticking and that he's able to do this more often. Because this is like, what is it? I think season premiere of season 1 was October 24th.
October 24th.
Right. And then part 2 was March. And then here we are for part 3 in September, basically. And so
at least he's consistent, man.
But you know what? I mean, it's very clear to me that they filmed all of that at once. Like, there's no way they were like, okay, cut.
Go
Kimmy,
home.
take off the hat, take off the jacket. Okay,
See-
Horace, get back in the bed. Like, no, they filmed this. They filmed it all. Like,
You
it's
think
all
so?
done. I think
You
so
think-
because I just don't want to think that they're gonna put that man back in his hospital bed coughing. Like, really, we couldn't have like flashed forward to Kimmy in her office as CEO. Like, no, we picked up right where we left off. Like,
We did.
no continuity errors.
I would say maybe definitely the premiere, but I was like maybe shot at the same time. But I think I don't know. I could definitely see them shooting season 1, taking like 2 weeks, and then coming back and shooting season 2.
I will say this though, that I did see, because Mari knows my goal is to be on Beauty in Black. I'm trying to get in. And I did see, because I looked it up, that they were casting back in like February.
Yeah. The article I saw that they were filming in February as well. People had spotted them at specific spots in Atlanta around the end of February, and so I mean, but like if you think about it, they were filming on February 28th allegedly. It's September. It ain't even been like how y'all filmed this in a day, got it edited and got it pushed out. Like, there's a lot to do with such a short amount of time, and to my knowledge, nobody is forcing them to rush this out. And so I'm happy that we get the continuation, and I actually am kind of happy that they rush it, Mari, because I think it's a little bit a part of the joy and the entertainment of watching it, Mari, is that it's a little raggedy. I think that you can't take that from the show.
A little raggedy is definitely being nice. Yes, I mean the hodgepodge of it all, I guess, is the charm of it. I think season 2, it's going to be interesting for us to talk about the premiere, because it's like it doesn't feel like to me much happened. It's like they're trying to figure out where they were going, and again, would not baffle me. Like, I would not be shocked if they started filming and like Tyler's writing as they're filming.
Oh, yeah. Well, you know what? I'm here for it. I love it. Like I said, I'm trying. I want to end up on there so that then in March, when we're talking about second half of season 2, that I'll be in there. I'll be a star. We could get Tyler Perry on here.
Matt,
I have a
what
big
are you
vision.
prepared to do for a role on Beauty
Oh my God.
Oh,
I'm not even gonna touch that. Let's get into the premiere of season 2. When we last left off, we had Kimmy, our protagonist, and she had just gotten married to Horace and inherited the family fortune and the Bellary company and estate. As Horace will tell her, all these sons of bitches are bad. You can't trust any of them. And this is the happiest moment that he's experienced in a long time. His cancer is taking his body away, but his soul is happy. Mari, Kimmy just got thrown into the deep end. This lady doesn't know what she's doing. And I feel like watching this season, throughout, I'm going to be concerned about her business acumen.
Yeah, just like she is. Like, he is using her to get back at his family, and he's like, my soul is filled with joy, not because like I found a friend for them at times, I found my soulmate, I found somebody who understands me. It's like, because you are making their lives a living hell.
Right, like to the point where he's like, no, she's like, should I call a doctor? He's like, I don't need a doctor. A doctor can't help me like you can. Like, I think I need to call, hit the call button.
Yeah. I love this.
It's so funny. Like the hatred, like petty. He's running on hatred. Yeah, like
it's kind of great.
It's wild.
It is.
It's wild.
They should do studies on that. Like, maybe that's what everyone needs. I don't know.
And I'll give it to Kimmy. That 3 weeks between when they filmed season 1 and season 2, I do feel like Kimmy grew up a little bit, because season 1 Kimmy, I think, is a little bit more dingy, and she would have approached this. She wouldn't have been demanding things in writing and situations like that. But she tells Horace, I need my sister and Rain protected at all costs. I want it in writing, and he agrees to change the will. But he also is interested in Angel. Matt, Horace will ask no fewer than 3 times where Angel is. What the hell does he think they about to do?
Well, all I remember is them. They were spending some time together alone. Nothing was going on. I don't know. Like, I really want to know because I don't think it's what I think he's thinking.
Yeah,
like, I think it's pure. I think he's a pure man.
Mari.
Yeah,
he's in love with a stripper.
Yeah, friendship, connection,
human chemistry.
Exactly. Yeah, and just Horace and Angel's relationship, like not fully going there, but Horace being a raging homophobe. It's so
oh my gosh,
weird.
yes. Yeah,
so
you can't
weird.
forget his homophobia. his homoerotic homophobia. Great.
There's so many.
Yeah, that's a perfect way of putting that. Homophobia.
Matt, are you talking about Horace or Tyler Perry?
Oh.
Well, you know. We had 2 birds with 1 stone. We got them.
Okay. So Horace tells them to head to his house where it's safe. He'll handle the will thing and try to find Alex in the meantime. What is his name? Angel in the meantime. So he sends them to go to Alex. Alex, who we saw in the first season, was a cop who had basically been working for Jules on the side. He's
a dirty cop. Yeah.
He's a dirty cop working for Jules and also undercover as like the driver for the Belleries. So Horace demands that, okay, Alex will take you to the house. Don't trust nobody. You know, he gives her the whole rundown. There is a moment where I think he's telling Vernie to put her in the will, and says, Vernie, make sure you tell her everything. And she goes, what happens if he doesn't tell me everything? Like, how would I know? Which I thought was a good question. How do I know what everything is? And I believe Horace said something to her like, see, now I got to be on your ass. I said, what did she do wrong? She was just asking questions. But apparently, Horace has multiple legal counsels and teams that are out here fact-checking and making sure that this despicable family cannot backstab him. So there's a lot going on. And this is before they even get to have their family meeting. Matt, what do you think about Horace's position? Because he feels like he's on his deathbed. He has an heiress in Kimmy, and he's looking for, I guess, these last few moments with Angel before he goes.
Okay, first of all, he has 3 lawyers to fact check his 1 lawyer.
His 1 lawyer.
Which first, I just want to note that. But also, do you all notice? And I mean, look, you know, I get it. But Horace always needs to rest at the most inconvenient times. Like, he's telling Kimmy, like, Kimmy, you're gonna take over my business. Okay, let me take a nap. Like, okay. And he's not like fully explaining everything. Like, I feel like he needs to give her like a whole sit down seminar on what to do. Because
like a little more, like
a lot more.
Yeah.
Before the nap.
And like Alex showing up, it took me a minute to remind myself about like Alex and Traxon, the 2 like dirty cops that are working for Jules, but are working for Horace, because Horace is still kind of just finding out that the people that work for him mostly work for Jules or whatever. But like, if you remember, these 2 characters popped up in the middle of part 2, and we were like, who are these niggas? Like, we didn't know who they were in part 2, and they just come back. This might as well be part 3, to be quite honest, but they come back because it's just continuing. But they pop up here in the premiere of season 2, and I'm like, oh, okay, so they're sticking around because that's Tyler Perry's writing style. And a character will be introduced like they were there the whole time, or they'll be introduced and there's be this whole explanation backstory in one conversation. It's either or.
Yeah, they made sure they did that. They made sure they did that a little bit in the car. In case you forgot, you know, you see a lot of Kimmy being like, Alex, I know who you are. He was like, I don't know what you're talking about. I know who you are. I'm not dumb. Oh, you think I'm dumb? I saw you. I was like, where'd you see him? At Delinda's house. I said, oh, okay, I remember now. You know,
Yeah.
So it started to come back to me. Before they can go to the house, though, the family has a powwow in the lobby. And I mean, we will talk about this, especially in our full recap, but the Bellary family is awful. As Horace has pointed out, they're also
horrible. Just horrible.
Roy doesn't like the lawyer Varney because he thinks she's sleeping with Mallory. Mallory is actually sleeping with the driver. Varney is actually sleeping with Charles, who is gone. Yeah.
Wait, what happened to him?
Well, he got fired in this episode. Yeah.
They did reference him. They did mention him.
He got fired off screen. Apparently.
Yeah. But yeah, everybody's having sex with the people and mad at other people for having sex with people that they're not having sex with. Because of course Roy is mad at Mallory for having sex with Varney, even though she didn't. And then Mallory's mad at Roy because she knows that him and Kimmy had something going on. But she's also disgusted. My favorite thing about Mallory throughout this episode is that she will remind you every chance she gets that your whore is married to your daddy. Isn't that some sick shit?
She said that shit 8 different ways. She's like, you and your daddy sharing the same pussy. You. I was like, oh my God. Slap an explicit label on this. I was like, every 2 seconds, I was like, again, the writing. Why is everybody cussing in every freaking sentence?
But also, wouldn't you be disgusted that is your husband?
It is nasty. It is kind of nasty.
Like that is nasty.
Roy pisses me off the absolute most. He is the person I cannot stand. Him, when they're trying to have a conversation, he's like, well, I don't want that to hear. It's like, Roy, we're trying to, he's like, nope, leave. I'm like, Roy, like, look, weren't you pushed out of the window? Like
he was, and he's fine.
Like how is he out of the hospital next door? It's like
the drugs, Mari. The drugs have them dogs back. But Roy is one of the dumbest people alive.
I hate him so much. I hate him so much.
Look no further than the idea that the person he's trying to kick out in the midst of a legal battle for millions of dollars is the attorney. Matt, he wants the lawyer out of the room while his daddy is trying to take money from him. His uncle is trying to take money from him.
He's not. He's not all there.
Oh my God!
He's not all there. Like the thing is, and Mallory's like, okay, wait, Varney, you're good. Like, calm down, Roy. It doesn't add up. Like, let Roy stay here. Roy's crazy. He's on his pills from falling out the window. Like
she literally has to keep reminding people that, like. Everybody's like, can't we do something? Can't we just, she's like, let the attorney speak. But can't we just do this and that? Like, she said, let the attorney speak.
But like, why? Okay, do these people not, it's like they don't understand what we know, which is that Horace is in complete control. He's in complete control. Like, no one can stop him. The Varney's clearly not in charge. Like, what? Why are you mad?
Right.
Like, calm down. Like, I get it.
Yeah, like he keeps getting yelled at. He's like, the legal document. I mean, like, it's
what you want me to do?
I mean, he's fine though.
Like,
he's fine.
It's all legal. I don't know. I don't know.
He is literally just doing his job. And I'm talking about the actual job he was hired to do for Horace. Not like Jules' side. Like, they are mad at him because he is being a lawyer.
These people are horrible to their help. Like, all of their help. Like, they are absolutely trashing them. Like, why does anybody work for these people? Like, you don't need this job, Barney. You truly don't.
They paying them big bucks, okay? So Charles is the only one who really kind of recognizes Kimmy and Rain. He could tell that Rain is the girl from the club he saw shaking on the pole, and she said, well, didn't I see you coming out the bathroom with coke around your nose and wiping your lip?
A man, she said.
With
she had to add that in.
Made sure to let you know, like, what you?
They're all like, yeah, we know.
Yeah.
Okay, I like you, bitch. It's like, what is happening?
And she was like, I got your bitch. I was like, whoa.
Yeah, she got really mad. Her and Rain got really mouthy all of a sudden. Yeah. It's like, calm down, like, ease into it, ask less questions.
No,
they're questioning everything.
Not with this family.
I'm Kimmy. You gotta search your dominance out the gate. Kimmy comes out, stares Jules in the face, and she's like, nah, I'm Mrs. Bellary, motherfucker. And then the matriarch of the family here, Olivia, had the nerve to act like, oh, the language. I said, ma'am, every other sentence, motherfucker is your favorite word. What are you talking about?
Truly, it truly is for her. She said it 8 times before when they were in that previous meeting. Like, what are we talking about? So funny. Oh my god. Just unintentionally funny.
Amazing.
The other bit of news that comes out obviously is that when in our search for Angel, we do know that he was arrested in a potential carjacking with a man named Daniel Lakeland's father in the back. And so he ends up going to jail. And of course, we see Officer Traxon, I believe, calling and giving Jules the heads up. So we know where Angel is. He's not with them as they go off to the estate. But it won't be long before Horace finds out. I'm really interested in trying to figure out what exactly Horace wants from Angel. Is it just company on his way out? Is he trying to put him in the wheel? Because Angel ain't did shit to deserve the wheel.
Right. I was trying to remember. Like, I was really trying to. He did say he did say to Varney, put Rain, Sylvie, and Angel in the will. They're now.
But they didn't have Angel's last name apparently.
Right.
You trying to put this man in the wheel and you know his last name?
Or his legal first name because
it ain't. Angel, it probably wasn't born Angel. That might be a stripper
like
name.
Varney, what part of I'm trying to ruin these people's lives do you not understand? Shut the fuck up and go put them in the will.
Just do it. Do your job.
Yeah. So I was really trying to remember this storyline because I think it like happened literally in the last episode of the season. Like Kimmy and Angel stole a car because they were trying to get to, was it her mom's house?
No, Kimmy. Okay, wait, that probably happened, but something else that Kimmy ended up getting picked up by the guy who worked for Jules, but then flipped the car.
Right. Okay.
And then she got out and she stole some other woman's car with the dying dad in the back.
Yes.
So that was what, and then went to the hospital and then parked at the hospital, and it would have all been fine. But then Angel had to, for some reason, go to the car, and then that's when he got caught.
Yeah, that storyline, like, I don't know if they're setting up for them to be the like new situation that they gotta deal with. But I was like, this is just, I don't know. This is too much like coincidence and miscommunication, and it's too much.
But the part that bothers me is that the Bellarys are like tied in with the cops too. So so like Angel, for all I know, in episode 2, Angel might be out of jail. Like I feel like in season 1, a lot of that happened where it was like, oh, wait, okay, we just solved that problem. Okay, we're all good. Okay, we just switch everything up. Like there's no plot or explanation.
Yeah, there's not the tension. Like they have to. It's so hard to build tension and to build an overarching problem when the people are so rich that they can make a phone call and it goes away. That's why we were following Kimmy, because she was a stripper, down on her luck. She didn't have that means and all of that, but now she's Mrs. Bellary. So now it's like I'm really wondering if this is gonna shift gears to like a different style of show, but. I don't know. I don't see it. I mean, the only thing I think it'll switch to is just more people sitting in rooms yelling and cussing at each other.
Yeah, we're gonna get a lot of that anytime Mallory and Roy are in the same room. In this car ride, in this car ride home, there's a lot of just like you and this whore. Like they're both accusing each other of cheating. Mind you, they're both cheating. Okay, number one, let's go start there. These two people are cheating. But they're both disgusted at the idea of the other cheating. So every chance they get, they're throwing slugs at each other and sneak dissing each other right to their faces about the whore and the guy she's sleeping with. Every time Roy has her driver, whose name I won't ever remember, she had him fired. Because just in case he's sleeping with him, because Roy still thinks he's sleeping with Varney. And of course, Mallory must always remind us that Horace got you and him running up in the same whore that you met at a strip club, and that's nasty. She said, "You're sleeping with the whore that was sleeping with your damn daddy." Ew. That's a direct quote.
Yeah, I wrote that one down.
And the way she said it, she's like, ain't that some sick shit? Like she was like, she was going in on him. Like I was like, oh my god.
She's like, this is some sick shit, nigga.
I'm speechless. Like what? Because like again, if it were me, I don't think I'd be bringing it up if I were in her shoes. I'd be a little disgusted. Like
she
I
was
might
laughing in his face as she said it.
Yeah. There are moments where she's like a loving wife.
Yeah.
And they're few and far between. But it's like little moments where it's like, oh, they might not hate each other that much. And then you find out very quickly that, yeah, they do. They hate each other's guts. So another car ride is happening. With trepidation, Kimmy decides to go to the house. Rain kind of has to convince her. Now, man, I'm with Rain. Y'all ain't got nothing else. What else do you have? This man offering you a home. Y'all was sleeping in a hotel.
They're all questioning it, everything. Like Sylvie's like, wait, what? A mansion? Rain's like, wait, I get to wear clothes again? Like, just go with it. Just do it.
What else do you have?
Rain, you have been in a hospital gown since season 1, episode 2. Like, what are you complaining about? Like, just get out of here. Go to the mansion.
Like, how many days has passed since season 1, episode 1?
It's been like
5.
Yeah,
Maybe
it's been like a week max. It's so much has happened.
It is a week max.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Ooh.
I just thought it was fascinating that, I mean, don't get me wrong, I understand why Kimmy would have questions, but the alternative is you and your sister were living inside like a Walgreens or something like that when you met Rain, or you were living inside a Walgreens or something when you met Rain.
Y'all sure were.
Then then your sister got taken from your mama's house where she was being abused, where y'all both were being abused. Lady, just go with it. Just go with it. It don't matter. You know, like at this point, you on the YOLO ride with God. You're like, hey, whatever. Like,
I think I'd take a nap. Like I wouldn't argue. No, I don't need to know anything. I'm good.
I'm good. I'm just gonna go. Rain said, we're going to this man's house because it's a mansion with horses that we can ride without getting paid. So
I didn't peg her for being a horse girl.
I didn't either. What?
Yeah.
She's dreaming big. And so they do end up in the car with Alex. And there's some question about Alex's background. Now, Mari, they know they know he works for Jules. But for some reason, Sylvie thinks this man is Japanese. Why?
You mean
does
Rain?
She think this man is no, Sylvie.
No, Sylvie. Oh yeah,
knows.
Yeah.
But why? She's so demanding. Like he's Japanese. Like says who? Sylvie? What the hell do you know?
That 16-year-old knew it.
Get out of your business. She was wrong. This man was black and Dutch. Like she just straight up lied.
No, but I think he said, but he confirmed that he was Japanese first.
No, he lied. He said, I'm Japanese. He said, I'm Japanese. And then she said, no, there's some black in you. And he said, yeah, I'm black and Dutch.
Rain said.
Yeah, Rain said, there's a black in you. He said, I'm black and Dutch. And then she laughed and said, Japa nigga. That's what happened. Yeah.
Japanese,
because he had both.
All of
black and Dutch. He had black and Dutch.
You know what I mean?
And I feel like he looks like it too. You could see it.
He looks Japanese.
No, Japanese, black, and Dutch.
Japanese, black, and Dutch. Yes, exactly.
I didn't know if we could say Japa nigga on this podcast because it feels like two slurs at once, and I didn't know if like
it do, but we move.
If you're offended by that, if you're offended by what I just said, it's a quote. I didn't know it was a slur. I'm sorry. My bad. But all that to say, they are using Alex to get home, and they are trying to get information. Rain is kind of locked in on what's been going on with the club, and so they start talking about furniture, Matt.
Yeah, the table talk.
Yeah,
table talk. What are we doing? Talk. Yeah, she broke a very expensive table. Is this a thing? Like, is talking about tables as a euphemism for killing people a thing, or did he just make that up?
In the room. There's a child in the room.
So he just made that up.
Yeah.
Okay. Because I thought I missed something. I'm like,
well, Mari, you got kids. How often are you speaking in code around your children?
This is so funny. Tables. I don't. I say whatever I want to and just tell them to not listen. I thought this was hilarious because he was like, "Body's in the hospital." I was like, "Body's in the hospital." I think I said it at the same time that Kimmy did.
Because me and Ray thought that girl was dead.
I thought
We talked about how Kimmy murdered that lady with a car. Matt, why is she alive?
I thought she was dead too. I'm confused. Like, wait, like, didn't we confirm? Like, we checked the pulse? Like, she was gone. But to be fair, it was like really just her lower half.
That's an important half of the body.
Yeah, but like, there's a lot of vital organs, like belly button up.
Oh yeah, you're right.
Think about it,
yeah.
Right, Mari?
But
he's like, Mari, you know science.
That was the cliffhanger for the end of part 1, season 1, and then did we address it?
Well, no. Well, okay, we did though, because like Kimmy then backs up the car and then pulls out.
And then,
but
like, really, who's gonna die getting hit like that? Like, waist.
She was destroyed by that car. She didn't fly over the hood. They jammed the car into
her spleen
with another car,
stomach, her ribs, her
liver,
heart, her liver, lungs,
kidneys,
brain,
gone.
all of it's above kidneys. That's
femur gone. That is not above. No.
Kidneys a little on the border, but
no. That at least got her liver and her spleen and her kidneys. Like,
yeah, but
heart,
her kidneys
lungs
probably weren't great
okay,
as they were. Mari, her kidneys were not in good shape as it was. She probably need them replaced anyway.
That girl should have been dead. She literally, like, she pinned her between two cars.
What hospital is she in? The same hospital?
Not that right? Not the fancy one, I don't think.
No,
we need to find her. Was in.
I really can't wait to see her. Body was gone too soon. Like, I hated her in the moment, but I
and Delinda's dead, right? Because wasn't she like shot? Like, they went to her house and like shot her or something.
And then were they also looking for the one who did the BBL injections too?
They mentioned her, Daya. They mentioned Daga. They mentioned her in the first episode, so I can definitely. She was in the she's in the recap. You know how they do the what happened last time. So I think T.S. Madison might show up
probably.
Again.
Yeah. She's alive. Daga the pump queen, and then but Delinda's dead. So there's a power vacuum at the club. And I feel like Rain is kind of looking at that as her next stop, considering all this stuff is pretty much ran by the Bellary family. It wouldn't be too outlandish for me to see Rain stepping into that role, because we kept her around for something. It would have been so easy to just kill her off, but she's here.
Yeah,
she's Kimmy's backup, and I really kind of want to track, the Rain moments, because when they get to the house. Yeah. There is a moment where she makes eye contact with one of the groundskeeper or whatever. He's wearing like a cowboy hat. Well, Glenn and his people, and like the people, but she's like, there's a moment where they zoom in kind of on this one dude. I'm like, okay, is that Rain's love interest?
Yeah.
Cowboy Carter. No, that was weird, because they really zoomed in on him, and you're like, he's not even wearing a suit. Like, where did this man come in? I almost feel like they like cut to him like randomly, like maybe that was from a different scene that they shot, because I don't remember seeing him in the group. He probably was there, but he seems so out of place compared with everyone else.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Like, you don't remember if he was actually standing there, or if
I do not remember if he was actually standing there. He probably was. He probably was like in the back.
In the back.
Yeah.
So I mean, that's pretty much the storyline for Rain and Kimmy and Sylvie. They do make it to the house. They have the big mansion. They're going to take care of them all in there. What's up, Matt?
Okay, wait. Rain, season 1, we were talking about the blood clots and everything. Like, we resolved all of that, right?
She's fine. Yes. She went to the
I just want to make sure.
Hospital. And so now she's cool. She's okay. They're at the big house. I don't know. I hope Rain doesn't go back to the club. I think she's definitely here. I love her. She's like definitely the comedic relief. She's the person to kind of like shake Kimmy out of it. I feel like, how like the first season it was Kimmy and Angel, and Angel just those like horrible things.
So
and,
dumb.
like, Kimmy has, it's just, yeah, it's very dumb. I now want to see, like, I'm really hoping this season it's like gonna be, we're gonna see more of Kimmy and Rain's dynamic, since Rain was like sidelined for most of the first season.
Yeah, it's kind of wild actually how Rain was just like, oh, they're like they're best friends, they're so close, and we barely got them together, but we knew they were
Yeah.
close.
Yeah.
I also will just shout out that Rain, like the continuity here, Rain still has the BBL. Like, I don't know if you noticed. Did you see that?
I was looking. I was like, okay.
Huh.
I seen it. I seen it. I seen it.
I seen it. Yeah.
Yeah. I seen it.
I was looking. I was looking.
See, that's what happens when you do it back to back. You don't forget that. Okay. Let's talk about the family meeting. So the goal here is to meet the entire family back at the house. Of course, Charles, who is acting a little brattier than normal, doesn't want to go, but eventually he even pulls up. Everybody's there, including Horace's brother. Olivia is there. Everybody's in the room. And this is what I'm talking about. Mallory goes in, she grabs a drink and she gives it to Roy. I'm thinking, you don't even like this man. Like, I feel like these moments of just like, where she's like, I'm a wife right now. It's crazy to me because she's one of the few that can fake it. She's the rest of them are not able to turn it off, but Mallory can play all sides of this. And in this case, she's on the side of good sense. She wants the attorney to be able to explain to them what is going on. And so we find out that Horace, as the oldest child, can basically take 10% of everybody else's money if he wants to. And so they've all been living on a monthly stipend, essentially. And he wants 10% of that. And later on, we will find out that that's $8 million of Charles's money. And so, right. And so they are not happy. Everybody storms out, well, except Bernie, of course, because he got to get cussed out by Roy. And again, this is where Mallory reminds us that the motherfucking bitch that you were sleeping with is now married to your father. Isn't this some sick shit?
That's why I'm like, I wish, like you pointed out, Mallory has those moments. I wish she was what they presented her to be in that first episode, where she was like, oh, she was a golden child, and you're like, oh, she's a nice one, and then she got in the car and immediately started cussing out her assistant. It's like, I wish she was the actual like nice one. Like, they really needed at least one person in this family that is not a horrendous human being, and it could have been her. And they could have slowly turned her into this, you know what I'm saying, like over time. But it's just like, no, we need every time her and Roy are in a room together, like, oh, I hate your stupid guts, I hate you, stupid.
But like, it makes sense to me because they're all evil, they're all bad. Like, we can't root for any of them. And honestly, like, that's where I think my casting would come in, as like Bellary cousin, like one of the good ones. I'm just saying, Tyler, if you're listening, just call me. You know, one of the good ones is crazy.
Ain't no good ones. Horace already told us. But so they should be concerned about this money situation. Instead, Mallory is just focused on Kimmy. She wants answers. She says, I fix all y'all shit. I fix your shit, your father's shit, the company shit, your mama shit. And so I'm the shit. And so she wants to be sure that she has the information. Of course, Roy storms out. He doesn't like Barney. He's trying to talk to Jules. And Roy is also focused on finding a new girl. This man is taking y'all money right before your eyes. And both of them are concerned with who each other are sleeping with. And now Roy has Jules lining up another Kimmy replacement for his like sex capades or whatever he was doing. Yeah.
You know what? Also, Roy like has it, and this is the part for me that I just look at Roy a little bit funny, because he's insanely homophobic, but also he asks Charles at one point, when Angel comes up, he's like, does the name Angel turn you on? He's like, don't tell me, don't mention it. I'm like, what is going through your brain, sir? Like, what are you thinking about that you're thinking about? I don't know. I have a lot of questions after this episode ends. I feel like I could see it going in a lot of different ways, but Roy is losing it.
He's horrendous. Like, he truly is the stupid brother. Like, Mallory hands him the drink because all he cares about is drinking, snorting, drugs, cocaine, whatever, and hoes. and he barely. He's trying to figure out what he can do to salvage the situation, but it's like you can't do anything because you suck. It's just.
I mean, the drinking's not good for him as a side note. So maybe Mallory's kind of trying to sabotage the situation a little bit. Like here, like mix, just having him mix things he probably shouldn't be mixing. Like I don't know if I feel like a loving partner would give give their spouse a glass of water. Maybe that could be better, but just a suggestion.
Yeah, I don't like. I just have so many issues with Roy as a character.
Oh, totally.
It's because it's like most of the crazy
Absolutely.
stuff he does, you could kind of chalk it up to like, and Jules does this a couple times, but he just chalks it up to Roy being a drug addict. He's like, oh, he's a junkie. He's a junkie. He's a junkie. But nothing he does makes sense. None of it. Like he doesn't want control of the company. He doesn't like. I guess he's like he likes his little pimp side business that he's doing with Jules in the strip club, but he has no ambition. He has nothing. Like he's not trying to make this work. He's not trying to keep like you would think he was in for a power grab or something like that. He's like, it feels to me like the company is almost like doing him a disservice, or like, like it's a bother to him and Charles actually. Whereas like this company is something that they'd rather not be dealing with. If they could just get paid and not have to deal with any of the extra stuff, they would be fine. So
yeah. I like in the first season, I remember him and Mallory fighting over him wanting more control or whatever. And I think her being like, no, you're so stupid. You would run into the ground. Remember, he tried to go behind Mallory's back with the lawyer girl, which, like, where did that? Okay, well, it's just one.
Yeah, I don't know.
It's one episode. Let me.
Oh, wait, and then there was the journalist too. Anyway, we'll keep going.
Yeah. So, I think he doesn't want to do the business, but I think he doesn't want people looking down on him like he's dumb. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. He doesn't want to be emasculated, right?
Exactly. And it comes out as cruelty.
Yeah. And I mean, he does suck. This guy sucks. And he also kind of got like a kink thing for that too. Like that's why he's looking for a Kimmy replacement. He can't just find any girl.
Exactly.
He has to find one that does what he wants it to do, like submissive types or whatever that he can kind of bully and talk crazy to.
Yell and berate. Yeah, exactly.
Right. Which kind of fits because Mallory kind of had the same thing going on too. She was letting the driver talk crazy to her, and they was having sex whenever he did it. So
true.
A lot of nasty stuff going on in the house.
They could be perfect for each other.
They just hate each other. It's like they would be perfect if they didn't hate each other. I swear. We have to talk about. I don't even know if we need to talk about Olivia and her brother-in-law lover. Like they just cussing.
I forgot what they were like.
They've been sleeping together. Yeah. So Olivia, I guess one thing to note is that she's living paycheck to paycheck. She's the most concerned about the money because 10% of her money is actually what she needs to make her rent.
Yeah, she's getting the least because if y'all remember from season 1, her and Horace divorced, and he really, I think they had a airtight prenup or something, but he really cut her out a lot, even though she felt like she was the one who was keeping it afloat for a lot of it. So her shares drastically are being affected. But then I'm trying to remember what was her. She had another side business. She had to have because she was able to kill that one guy by telling him to get in the bag. But
she said that in this episode. She was like, "You want to get the bag?" And I was like, "What does she mean by that?" I was like, "Is she talking about the plastic bag she made that man get inside?"
Yes.
Is that her business?
I love
She's
that.
like an assassin.
Yeah, old school.
So she's really scared because she's already hanging on by a thread as it is because she technically doesn't own much of the company.
That's hilarious though, because it is so much money. Just like sell something, sell some property, sell some art, get a cheap apartment not even downtown. Like you get a cheap apartment somewhere else. Like these people are losing it. I mean, look, outside of Atlanta,
That's what I'm saying. I'm saying it's still cheap. Like
compared with DC.
Another person who's really bad with their money Charles. I think Charles might be my least favorite character in this episode because
really
he's so rude. This man sucks. He is losing his livelihood right in front of him. Stupid ass Bernie is just up. He loved the ground that man walk on, and he's just getting abused left and right. Like, Bernie, stand the hell up. You let this man tell you, oh, I'm going to the club. I don't care about you. Blah blah blah. He lured you into the bed. He seduced you, and then when you tell him you love him, he's like, all right, bye. He even patted him on the chest and was like, I'm going to the club. I was like, Bernie, get the hell out of here. Love yourself.
Charles is consistent, though. He is at least consistent. That was Varney's fault for falling back into that trap.
Yeah,
he's consistent.
Yes.
Well, I mean, you know what, though, to your point, Chappell, he was a little goofier. Like, he was goofier the first time around, but what did you see? Did you see him shift? Like, did he change a lot? Because I just feel like he's always been irresponsible. Charles.
Well, that and the first season, it felt like Bernie was almost like hiding the world from Charles or hiding Charles from the world, you know? Like, because that's why he asked him, like, why'd you park in front of the house? You know, like, he don't want to go public. Bernie is, I believe, closeted. That's why Roy thinks that Bernie is having sex with Mallory. But this episode, we get Bernie being like, I finally came over. I'm ready. I love you. And Charles is like, yeah, I'm good. It feels like, Mari, what I'm getting at is that I think the love that Bernie show him is pushing Charles away. I feel like he's like,
probably. Probably. Charles is giving off that whole, like, I'm too afraid to be in love because I don't want to rely on anybody, and I don't trust, that old trust issue, daddy issue type thing. So I think that they're just not good for each other, especially since Barney doesn't want to come out, but I'm like, this is stupid. It's 2025. Y'all live in Atlanta, like what? But then you have to remember that conversation that Varney had with Horace last season, where Horace was straight to his face like, 2 men together is disgusting. And it's just like,
sir,
2 closeted men talking to each other like this. It's just so it's
like you couldn't even pick up on something and figure that out like that.
Barney feels like he needs to be closeted to keep this job with this family, and I'm just like, you
really don't
deal with this.
You could sue. A lot of money. You could sue for that. That's discrimination. That's a protected class.
Like sue.
I don't care how super rich I am. These people keep talking to me like this.
Okay, but Mari, listen. He is the lawyer for each of them. And we know that Charles is getting 10% of whatever Charles has is $8 million.
$8 million. I was
$8 million a month.
That's all I need.
So
a month?
Imagine, a month. So
was it a month? I don't know if it was that was his share.
That might have been overall.
That's his share. That's his monthly share. Because that's when Bernie says you can't afford to live here without this money. Like, it's not, because remember the total of the inheritance is not given out unless Horace dies. They're still waiting. They're still getting like a damn stipend every week. Like, they're getting allowance. That's why Olivia is broke, because she can't live off the amount of bills that she has based on the amount that they're getting. He said, how much did I lose? And that man said $8 million.
She needs to live within her means.
I thought that was from his overall portfolio.
Like $8 million total?
I thought it was total.
They said from his stocks. They said he said 10% of their shares. Shares. 10% of their shares.
So that could be a lot.
And that's why it's different. And exactly, that's why it's different for each person. Because
and you would think Charles probably has the least out of everyone. Like, who would
give
him
him
money?
Somebody needs to smash cut every time they talked about this will. Because remember last season, it was like, this will is airtight. It's his father's will. If anybody dies from mysterious circumstances, then it overlaps them. And then I was like, I need to know this will. I need to. Is this why Barney's here? Like,
I like it. Because it would have been so easy for them to throw some legal babble at us and be like, oh, that sounds weird, and be like, well, why if the will is that, then why don't you just kill such and such? Or why doesn't this happen?
Yeah.
Or why does this happen? They basically made an excuse for why that will can never be touched. Like whatever question you have about the will, I'm about to tell you why it can't. It's like, well, if Horace dies, who gets the money? Ha! I'm glad you said that. It depends on how he dies. What if he dies? What if we kill him? Oh, you can't do that. If it's mysterious, then you don't get the money. Okay, well, what if he just dies like normal? Well, his wife Kimmy will get it. Okay, well, what about my shit? Like, there's no way to get to crack the code. They're like, what if we changed his dad's will? Nope, can't touch it. He's already dead. It's like,
we need someone on. We need to get Terrell Carter, the actor who plays Barney, on here to explain, like, because I feel like as an actor, you'd ask, like, okay, what's my motivation? Like, you'd really understand what's going on. So I feel like he might be the one person on Earth who knows about this will more than anyone else.
Barney wants Charles to desperately learn about the will. He desperately wants this man to take care of himself. And Charles is like, no, you better care about it. And then, like I said, he kind of seduces him. They go in, they do the do. And then Bernie, after the coitus, says, hey, I love you. He kind of warms up to it. They laying there naked. They're having a tender moment. And Charles literally goes, oh, and turns over. It just like looks out the window. Like, he didn't like, it wasn't a subtle look away. He was like get a hand. So this leads to the big fight here. Will I ever be good enough for you? He says no. And Bernie says, bitch, what do you mean? And so when Charles decides to pick going out to the strip club and staying out all night over Bernie, Bernie decides to march out of the room right as Charles is yelling, you still want to fuck me? And right as Roy is approaching the door. So Roy hears and finally finds out that Barney is not having sex with his wife, but he's having sex with Charles. Now, I think Roy is dumb enough to think he's having sex with both of them.
I think Roy was standing at that door for a while.
You think he heard it all?
Yeah.
How much?
I'd love to know.
Yeah, I agree. I definitely think he was there longer than was necessary.
Okay, knowing how stupid Roy is there any way Barney can talk his way out of this, Mari?
No, Roy's stupid. Like, but
he's so dumb. He's so dumb, though.
He is, but he loves embarrassing people. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. He loves using things against people. So this is like right up his alley.
Yeah, but I feel like if I am Barney, like I'm doing everything that Horace is telling me to do. So maybe I'm gonna assume that somehow Horace made him sleep with Charles, or maybe Charles. Like I'm just gonna be like, look, I'm just doing my job, and then leave. And to be fair, I know he probably heard everything. He knows.
Yeah, like
so he knows what happened, but it's just like, why did it happen?
Roy is stupid. I think Bernie could be like, no, I don't. And then just like, ooh, that was crazy. Your brother wild. Like, I definitely don't want to have sex with you. That's crazy. Roy would probably still believe it. But what are the implications of this? Because this is the big cliffhanger. It's like he finds out the episode ends, but what does it matter that Bernie and Charles are sleeping together? Does that make it a conflict of interest? And now Bernie has to excuse himself from the family?
No, that's that is the truly annoying part. It's like, oh my god, this is such big stakes. Is it? The big stakes is Barney is closeted.
It's literally just nothing. Nothing.
Which is stupid. It is like, oh, but if Horace finds out I'm closeted, then he'll fire me. Well, go get a better job because these motherfuckers suck. Like, please.
Mark said the money ain't that good, y'all. The money is not that good.
Worth it.
But it's gonna be weird because
you're not gonna be talking to me like this.
It's gonna get back around to Horace. Then Horace is gonna be in a situation like, do I have to fire him? And that's what I think is gonna happen. But I'm just saying, I wouldn't be surprised if Roy's like, you better, like, if he puts Bernie in a situation where
Matt, what are you insinuating?
Nothing. I'm just saying, like, Roy loves sleeping with people that his other family members sleep with. So I
it's
wouldn't
so
be
weird.
surprised if that's what
Yeah.
Barney ends up doing.
It was such a like gotcha moment. And I was
Yeah.
like, oh, now what? And then I was thinking, yeah, now what? Like, what does that mean? And I guess the idea is that he can run back to Horace and then get you fired. But Roy has been saying everybody was sleeping with everybody. I just feel like if he tells Mallory Barney is sleeping with Charles, she's gonna go, no, he ain't. And that's gonna be the end of it. Like stupid
But
ass.
she wouldn't care. Like of all people,
Does she know?
She'd care the least.
I remember they had that date at the table. Did she? I couldn't remember if she knew or not. Like I was like, I said the same thing. I was like, did she know?
But if she doesn't know, she's not gonna have she's not gonna care.
It doesn't affect
her because why? It doesn't matter.
No,
like, that's what I'm saying.
It's in the will, Mari. It's in the will.
Wait,
you can't sleep with the attorney. It's in the will.
Is this what Tyler Perry's working up to? A moment where we're expecting like a really like homophobic reaction. Everyone's like, "Oh, it's cool. Like it's fine."
Well, they're not gonna say it's cool.
Absolutely not. Matt, this is a Tyler Perry production.
Could you imagine?
They're gonna.
This is the moment.
There are going to be 20,000 ways for them to say how disgusting this is. Like, stop it.
Yeah.
We'll
know.
talk about it.
We definitely will talk about it because we will be back next week to talk about the entire part 2 of Beauty in Black. But this was so much fun.
Gross.
It kind of got me hyped. I really want to know what else is going to happen, just because out of the comedy of it, honestly. I've seen some clips online, but I've been trying to avoid them because I don't want to get spoiled on any of the stupidity. Yeah, but I could tell this is one of them shows. I thought leading up to this, I thought me and Mari are gonna talk about this. We definitely gonna call Matt, but I wonder if other people are gonna watch it. And the black folks showed up again. I saw on my Facebook feed people like, "Ooh, child, what time Beauty in the Black drop?" I was like, "All right, cool. We all in this together." We will be the last to talk about it because I'm sure everybody else just binged it.
No, people know it. Like I was back in May, I was here in DC. I was like hosting a panel for work, and for some reason, we were like randomly we're talking about TV, and I just mentioned Beauty in Black, and it was like a lot of like black folks in the crowd, and everyone was like, "Ooh, Beauty in Black!" Like, "Ooh, no," and I was like, "Don't watch it, don't watch it!" Like, no, don't tune in. But people are watching it. It's a guilty pleasure for a lot of people, as with a lot of what Tyler Perry does. Except I feel like this is like prestige Tyler Perry. The best Tyler Perry's ever made and the worst he's ever made at the same time. It's great. I love it. Mari disagrees.
I don't have any words for that. I don't know what we're weighing it against. There's been so much. I mean, he's got so much content, Matt.
This is true. I'm just saying that because I want to get on. So Tyler called me.
The 688 was iconic. Wasn't that Tyler Perry? Is that not him?
Yeah, that was him.
Yeah.
Name anything. He's probably made it.
I'm just saying. I wanted to he got some better works out there for
prestige.
sure.
I don't. Prestige. Okay.
Better.
That's what caught me off guard there, Matt.
Hey,
Mari.
It's a quote. You quote me on it.
Quote me on it is crazy as well. Mari. Do you think this works better if it was week to week, or do you like this binge model that we're getting?
I mean, well, Netflix runs on the binge model. You know what I'm saying? Like it's Netflix, so it works because you don't have to wait for the craziness, and it works when they break it into a part 2. You can take your time, or you can binge it, and then in 5 months, 6 months, the next part is coming. So I think it works. I think it works. And for us, we give you the premiere. You come, you decide if you want to roll with us, and then next week it gives us a chance to get through the rest of those episodes, because some of those episodes that episode kind of did feel long. I was like, are we still in the first episode?
Yeah, it was a lot. And if this was week to week, by the way, I think I'd be so disgusted, like just thinking about it, that I'd have to drop off. Like I wouldn't be able to keep going. But now you just kind of roll into the next, and then you think about it like 6 months later or something like that. And I'm fine with that.
See, and I disagree. I think this could have been crazy water cooler conversation. You
really?
know, like,
well,
you go to work, girl, you say what happened on Beauty and Black.
Yes.
HR, you can't talk about any of this at work. Like, how many people are getting fired for that?
You definitely can't do the quotes at work either.
No.
So maybe you're right. Maybe you're right. But we will be back next week to explore that and much, much more.
Yes,
as
we
talk
will.
about the end of Beauty and Black season 2, part 1. But Matt, until then, where can the people find you? What you got going on?
Matt Scott GW on all platforms. Just find me. Shout out to Bluesky. I don't know what I've going on. I don't know, but I'm around. I stay around. I'll be here next week
for the pay-per-view.
Oh no, I'll be here next week for Beauty and Black.
Because I believe y'all got a pay-per-view coming up.
Oh yeah, Mari. Don't we have a
I mean, there's
there's WrestlePalooza.
WrestlePalooza.
Yes,
they're just making shit up now.
Yes, you can find me and Mari over on the Wrestling Kickback, where we talk wrestling whenever we want because it's our show and nobody tells us when to podcast about it except for Chappell. So lots of fun things in wrestling, including the return of AJ Lee, who was gone for 10 years, Iconic Divas champion, women's wrestler, all the things. So yeah, you might catch me and Mari talking about it or not.
Or not.
Like No Mercy is literally the next week. Like
no, that's NXT.
No Mercy?
We're not talking about NXT. No Mercy.
Oh yeah, it does. Okay, I see. You're right.
See,
you're right.
She doesn't even know.
But because why would? Because the thing it doesn't even have NXT in the. Anyways, all right.
Okay. Well,
Mari. Yeah. Mari, what are you? Wait, Mari, what are you up to?
You can find me on
crime scene. You have some crime scene. Can we find you on social? Mari talks too much. That's 2, like the number 2.
Yes.
What are you talking about? What are you doing?
Over on Crime Scene Pod, me and Sarah Carradine just talked to Carolyn Cordes of Survivor Australia Titans versus Rebels fame. We talked about this documentary called Thirst Trap. The pull of the documentary is like, they said it's like the guy that you all saw like go and I was like, I've never heard of this white man. It was this white man on TikTok back during the pandemic who had all of these. He was young. He's like 21, 22. He had all of these older white women like throwing their pennies and their money at him because he was lip syncing to old timey songs like Mandy. And so they made a documentary about him and about his fans because it was like his fans took it too far. And so it wasn't they didn't take it.
Now I'm like Googling.
It wasn't that far enough. But it was a very fun conversation that me and Sarah had with Caroline. It was very fun talking about it. So go check that out. You can go to crimescenepod.com. That's crime SEEN pod.com. Also go to buymeacoffee.com/crimescenepod if you want to support me and Sarah, what we do, like sling us a couple bucks, show us that you appreciate us. We appreciate you. And of course, like Matt said, you can find me over on Bluesky at Mari Talks Too Much, 2 like the number 2, where I'm talking BB27. We are in the home stretch. We are this cursed season is finally almost over. I was just on the round table with Taryn and Melissa the other week talking about it. So we're almost there. Follow me on Bluesky. Yeah, that's it.
All right. And you can keep up with me right here on Recap Kickback talking about The Flavor of Love Season 2. This week, Chantel finds out what a safari is, and I cannot wait to explain that to her.
It's so hilarious.
It's the best.
I have watched so much Flavor of Love over the last week, and we're only talking about episode 1. I just want to be very clear. I have now seen Flavor of Love 2 again, and including the reunion, and episode 1 of I Love New York. Like, I think I'm in the tornado. It's getting out of control, y'all. So come check us out here live on YouTube when Chantel and I talk about that. You can also catch me on Twitch, twitch.tv/Chappelle's_show, where I'll be Twitch streaming sometimes. But make sure you follow the podcast at Nothing But RHAP on all social media. Well, not that one. Oh, follow that Nothing But Netflix if you want to, but follow at Recap Kickback for show. And make sure you subscribe to the podcast, click like, share it with your friends and all that good stuff. Matt, Mari, is that it? We good?
Yep.
I hope so.
All right. Next week for some foolishness.
Yeah.
You sound so excited, Mari. I'm so happy. But yeah, for Matt and Mari, you ain't gotta go home. But you gotta get the hell out of here. Peace.
I've been trapped behind Swall Maria, isolated like it's North Korea. Smaller city with some bigger dreams. The wall is cracked, I'm looking in between it. The world is yours, but man, I gotta see it. They say it's hard, but man, I gotta see it. The air I'm breathing can't feel my chest. Wait on life, I wanna hold my breath. I'ma get in my goddamn self.